Look, across the street. She wearing a brown jacket. Tell you, one of the people that I love to watch now is Bobby Hammett on YouTube. He is hilarious, full of knowledge, you know. And like I said, when I read books by black scholars, right, who did the work to try and educate us as black people on our history, to dispel the lies that have been taught to us by white people. We tend to be so ignorant that we don't even understand what's going on. Hey, what's going on? Hold on. Yeah. Talking to this guy right there, and again, I can always tell when they use certain people, because again, they try to get them to like ask me questions to see, what information that I know, and particularly when I'm talking about black spiritual systems, black history, the true history, right? Not the lies conjured up by Europeans, but true black history, the one that teaches us that we are one with nature, right? That we study nature to, figure out the laws of nature, right? To create mathematic formula, Pythagoras, right? The Pythagorean theorem, okay, was in Africa 2,000 years before Pythagoras went to Kemet to study math and physics, right? And they know this, but we don't know this as black people. We don't know this because why? We've been miseducated. Europeans lied to us about who we are, and then we pass on that lie to our children. And any one of us who understand what's going on, this is why it's so important that they attack our black scholars, right? That they attack them and sabotage their effort to where they end up in poverty, right? Now I want you to listen when I say certain words. How at certain times you hear car honking, right? So words like poverty, time, like I just said, right? Certain things that they engage in and they do in order to silence us, in order to keep us dumb, right? And using money, using economics as a control mechanism, right? You got to understand it. And some of us, because we're so manipulated psychologically and through religion, and deep inside we know, those, I mean not we, but those that are the gatekeepers, they know. But living a life of comfort is more important to them. Living a life of lies and manipulation, believing that they live in comfort, which they really don't live in comfort. Okay? They really don't live in comfort, is how they engage in such behavior, right? So there's a book I recommended to him. It's called The Closing of the Western Mind, right? It's an interesting book because it talks about how Europe, particularly the Pope and these monarchs, how they took knowledge away from the Europeans also, right? The women, if European women who were practicing medicine, being able to go and, somebody in their family gets sick, they know which bushes, which plants to go to create medicine. And they were burned to the stake because they would claim that the Pope and these monarchs, would claim that, they cannot heal because only God can heal. So they took away knowledge from Europeans also. So you got to understand that. That's what you call the Dark Ages. But while the rest of Europe was going through the Dark Ages, the Moors that went into southern Europe in the 7th century, right, all the way to the 700s to the 1400s, right? Southern Europe never went through a dark age, right? And how the rest of Europe got out of the dark ages when they overthrew the Moors, drove them back into Africa. That the universities that the Moors built, the books, the libraries, the books in the libraries were used to take Europe, excuse me, out of the dark ages. So we got to understand exactly what it is that they're doing and how they've done in the past. And though we live in modern times, right, finance is what is used to dumb us down. All right, to make sure that we don't have, for the majority of us, the knowledge that we need. Because for us to have the knowledge, it would mean that they will either have to give us true equality, or it's going to be an all-out war. All right? I understand what's going on. Talk to you guys in this video.